Hello guys, my name is Kosif and welcome to another video. So as you probably noticed, we haven't been uploading for a while, and if you've been a long time follower of our project and subscribed to us on YouTube, you would sort of realise that we do this now and then, and hopefully it's a slight hint that we are still working on stuff. But so how it works is normally when we upload videos, it's to demonstrate what we're working on, doing all that stuff. But most of the times, well, what I mostly enjoy and what some feedback we've got is people love to see us building areas and sort of like seeing tours of areas. Tours are probably one of the most popular videos we have. I could upload like I think the Ardoin tour I did that got like really popular in views as well as comments and all that stuff. But just general basic videos like, oh, I'm doing this now, I'm working on that. They aren't as popular, but it's still nice to keep you all up to date. So this is one of those videos. Although, just to get us off my mind straight away, we are doing two sort of like, we do have two tours / builds coming up. I won't go into massive detail, but we are expanding Falador. Well, Colton's expanding Falador. I'm going to be doing the other part. Pretty much, we do try to get as much RuneScape lore as we can. Since we have, changed the time frame from like 160 years before RuneScape, the current day of RuneScape at the moment. So we're expanding Falador on two reasons, which I'm sure Colton will talk about when the time comes, but just to give you a brief on it. First off, one would be to obviously match the lore in the book, The Betrayal of Falador. Falador is it's this massive, large city which is a lot more bigger than what we have Falador nowadays. And I guess the second reason would be we have the clan camp area. You've probably seen it before in a few videos or gameplay, but a clan camp is, I guess, two things. One, it's very nice to see. It's the same as RuneScape's RuneScape's free clan camp because old school doesn't have it. But a clan camp doesn't really have any use at all. It's got all those tents. It's got the portal which would teleport you to the clan citadel. But we aren't going to be looking into doing clan citadels. I've mentioned before, you could, similar to like player-owned houses where you can buy like houses in like cities. I'm in Alcarid at the moment, so you could buy like this house here and that'd be your house, and nobody else could own that house. So it would sort of work the same with clans. Ignore why my shadows are doing that, I'm not quite sure why. I think I haven't done my graphics to the highest. But yeah, so clans would work the same. So like, say if there's like say like this building over here, this could be your clan HQ, and that would where your clan resides. So stuff like that, So there isn't going to be some massive floating castle in the sky which millions of people own. But so the clan camp doesn't really have any use at all. It's sort of just there for scenery. So I think what Colton's doing is sort of like expanding Falador onto the clan camp. So clan camp's not going to be there, and it's going to be expansion of Falador. But there are a few other things we have planned for these extensions. The other extension would be the Shanty Pass, which is you can just see the outskirts. So you can see the outskirts of the cliffs at the moment and the plateaus. This is to match with the swamp, the Lumbridge Swamp and the Lumbridge Forest expansion we did south of Lumbridge. I suggest you watch the tour we've done on that. It explains all about why we did it, but essentially because the desert in RuneScape is located underneath the swamp, if we're pushing the swamp downwards, that would technically mean that the swamp's going to be overlapping the desert. So what we've had to do is push down the desert as well. So, to match the scale. So the best way to do that would be Shanty Pass. In RuneScape, Shanty Pass is just like just Shanty and his guards in this small little like very, very small, cliff where you go through that pass and then you're into the Caridian Desert. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to make it some, well, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to make it some sort of like you know, this proper actual pass where you're walking through like these cliffs, these narrow, you know, passageways as an actual pass. You'll be seeing me doing a build of that. I'll probably do a let's build, so you'll see, you know, from start to finish and all the information of what we're doing. But yeah, so that's going to be, you know, more extra content. You know, add some scorpions, some bandits, extra training spots, and all that stuff. So to finally get that over way with, I always try to keep these videos as short as possible. What I'm currently doing at the moment is, because quests are, I guess, 90% complete. What I'm doing currently is going around each quest NPC, or well, just NPCs in general. So every NPC, every conversation we have in game, I'm updating them. So, for example, one of the first ones would be Ali Morrison. I've got a lot of, you know, don't just assume because Ali is like begins with A, so it's very top of the list. I've only done him. I think I've done like half of the conversations and NPCs in the project already, but I thought I would just demonstrate here. So here is Ali Morrison, or Morrison. So originally how it would be is I would walk up to him, talk to him. There would be no body movements, there would be no lip animations. So pretty much I would just be, it would be as if we're, you know, telepathing each other, you know. Our lips aren't moving, we're doing no, you know, body movements like I said. So we're doing this text, so, you know, how are we sending this text? Obviously, you know, you gotta keep it as role-playing and imagine you're actually saying it. So let's just take an example. So you can see as well, chat goes a bit fast, so let's see character. So you see my lips are moving, they're doing the basics of, you know, body animation. I know probably not the best conversation to do it because, you know, the chat is really, you know, small. Well, conversation is short. So yeah, pretty much all the, you know, all the lips and animations do move, and yeah, so that's it's a small detail, but you know, it's something which will, you know, really get the project, you know, up to date and looking a lot better. So that's pretty much it from me. I think I did this. This is a gnome, so this is a gnome character. As you know, it's the gnome glider. But I'm not quite sure if it'll work on gnomes. I've updated this NPC, so I'm just curious if this is going to be some sort of abomination animation glitch, or is this going to work? So let's see. Oh, it didn't do it at all. So yeah, also what I've done is I've gave text to a lot of, well, conversations to a lot of other NPCs. So, for example, Captain Dalber, he pretty much, you know, he does the gnome glides. Originally, if you went up to him, tried to talk to him, nothing would happen. He would just stare at you, then carry on walking. So what I've done is I've tried to get every NPC which aren't, you know, in use at the moment to get some sort of like dialogue. So, you know, if it's a random person walking around the streets, or if it's a guard, and you try to talk to them, they'll say like, good day to you, or good night to you, or sort of like, a guard could say, you know, keep out of trouble, citizens, stuff like that, you know. So that's all the finer details, but yeah, that's what we're currently working on. So that's pretty much it from me at the moment. Like I said, we've got those tours and builds coming up, so just keep up looking for that. And for anybody who is new, you know, if you ever do see sort of like a pause in the video uploading, never presume that we've, you know, stopped working on a project. We're pretty much always constantly working on it. You know, if the team ever get bored, it'll just probably end up just being me or something, because I plan on working this project for, you know, for rest of my life until it gets, you know, fully complete. That's been my long-term goal. So yeah, so thank you all for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, so I'll see you next time. Peace.